Hey guys, it's Mary Ellen. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be decorating my September currently page. I'm using this page from this planner. It's a little bit different than what I usually do. I usually use the wild styled one or the big mosaics, but this time I'm going to try this out, and it's like very farmhousey vibe. So if you'd like to see what I do, keep watching. All right, so the reason I decided to use this page is because I just decorated my monthly for September, and I will show it to you if I can find it. Of course, you would think I would have this available. Here we go. So this is what my monthly for September looks like if you did not see that video. And go back and watch it if you're interested, but I really like how this turned out. I think it turned out really, really cute. And it has like a really farmhousey vibe, and I thought sort of matched my mood for September, so why don't I continue it in my currently page. I've never matched my currently page to my monthly before, but why not start? I mean, if I like it and it's cute, why not? So I have the Modern Farmhouse companion pack that the Happy Planner sent to me. It has like a bunch of stuff in it. It's got like stickers, it's got these like cards, it has a pen pouch and like some extra sheets and all sorts of stuff. There's like a bracelet in there. It's really, really cute. And so this card is in here, and you can use these cards for pretty much anything. You can punch them and put them in your planner as just a cute little reminder. You can use it to decorate. You know, you can actually use these. These are good for in the background of your photos. If you're posting on Instagram, like as just a little something like a styling aid, you know what I mean? But I'm going to use this today. I'm going to cut it out and I'm going to put it down here. And this is like, I know it's very, very bold, but it's going to be sort of my theme for the month. Like, you're in the right place. Keep going. So I'm just going to take my paper trimmer here and I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Let me see where to cut it. I'm just going to mark it with pencil where I'm going to cut it so that I don't forget. I don't know why I have a pink pencil here, but I do. So I think I'm just going to take it all the way. Let's see. Right about here and right about there. And I know this card's a little bit heavy, but it's okay. It'll still be fine in my planner. And sorry, I'm thinking. It'll work out fine. So it's not going to make it like too heavy or anything. I sometimes will add cardstock or cards like this on my currently pages. It does make my planner a little bit thick, but if I have expander rings in by the end of the year, I can fit everything in my planner for the year. I like to keep it like yearly. I like to keep the whole year in my planner so that then I can look back on it. Sometimes it gets a little bit stuffed, but I don't know. It works for me. So this is just a Tombow mono adhesive tape. I just got some refills because I was running out. I love this here. And I don't need those dates, like, you know, I really don't. So I'm just going to place this here. Oh, I didn't really do it very well. You can see it. I wanted to go all the way up there, but I didn't, and that's okay. So I'm just going to trim the bottom here. Okay. So right away, I think that's really cute. I may add some washi tape maybe to like, let me see. That's an idea. How about some like farmhousey washi? Oh boy. Well, I'm going to be using these leaves like I did in my monthly, so I'm kind of trying to match that too. What about this one? I know it's very brown, but I kind of like it though. If I just put that there to separate those sections. And then sort of, instead of like cutting it like that, which I could do, but I could sort of rip it as well, like that. I don't like really how that ripped, but I might just leave it. And then I'm just gonna trim that off. That's actually really cute right off the bat, isn't it? And then I'm probably gonna wanna add more of that up here, I think. Or maybe a different one. Let me see. What if I added this up there? It's very bold, but since there's so much black down here, let's try it. I don't know. It's kind of cool. I didn't expect to use washi tape at all, so this is interesting. It's already changing, you know, from the vision in my head. It changes so much when I actually put it on paper. But I really like that. I kind of like this color combo a lot. I've been really into neutrals lately. Of course, I've been into brights lately, and I've been into pastels lately too, but neutrals for fall are going to be really, really cute. So I am going to be using these, which I used in that other spread. And I thought what I would do with these, uh-oh, this is stuck here because I put it down without taking up the backing. If you're new to my channel, have not seen me do this, if you're like going to put a sticker back, it's kind of easier if you just take the backing up, especially if they're like complicated stickers like these, and then you can stick it down wherever. So I thought what I would do with these is sort of bring them out like this, down the side. I could also bring them on this side, but I don't know how I feel about that yet. So let's try this side first and just see, whoops, see how it goes. And I'm just gonna trim this in half. Oh my gosh, so cute, isn't it? So I think I'll just do, I don't know if I'll do all 3 colors here or just stick with like the gold and the green. There's also this like sort of taupe color here too. I don't know. Let's start putting it down and just see. So I'm not going to do this same way because that's going that way. So we're going to just twist it a little bit. I could do this actually. Whoa, that would be cute. I'm unsure. But that would look really cute on that side, wouldn't it, with this? Let me try that. I don't know why. I just think that that's like really cute. It's not really what I was planning to do, but again, things shift all the time when I plan. I kind of like that sort of look where that line separates them. It's sort of pretty, but now I don't know what to do down here because that wasn't really my plan. So if I keep putting them down here, it might seem a little odd. I could put some down here. I don't know. Let's keep going. I sort of wish I hadn't have done that, but I love how that looks too. So let's just see. I'm gonna get this leaf and maybe put it down in this corner. I know there's that stripe underneath it, but that doesn't really bother me all that much. And then what if I bring one of these in? Let's try that. So when you use leaves or flowers, like typically what I do is if I I start putting them in a line like that, I typically keep going. Like up the side or this way, but I feel like with this spread, I feel differently about it. And I think maybe I put something here to cover this too. And then it's just sort of like some leaves here and some leaves here. And it doesn't have to be this big leafy spread, because I don't always want it to be that way either. So let's look in the Farmhouse stickers that I have that came with the companion pack and just see what's here. Maybe I can put something over that, like one of these. Ooh, coffee. You know I love my coffee. I mean, if you know me, you know I love my coffee. So, wait, do I want to like maybe I'll overlap that little section I didn't like. That's really cute. Okay. I like it. It's very warm and inviting, isn't it? All right. So if you have seen my currently pages before, I like to do currently reading, currently drinking, currently eating, currently blah, 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 blah. So let's put down some boxes so that we can be sure that those are covered. I could use these farmhousey boxes. I don't know. Not sure I want to bring peach in here, but it might look cute if I did. Let's do that. Let's add some of these in. And I think I'm going to take a Muji. I'm going to find my Muji pen that's a 0.38 and just do some really delicate cursive in here because it feels very elegant. And I don't want to do bold, like just bold caps or anything like that. I sort of want to keep it simple and just sort of stylish. I don't know. So let's do that. Let's start, and I'm just going to put them sort of all over here, I guess. And I guess I'm going to just, let's see. I'll put a bunch and then I'll decide what they're going to say, because I'm not really sure. And some of them are going to be smaller than others. I'll just put a bunch down and then I'll decide what's going to go in them after that. The stickers, the Farmhouse stickers that came in my sticker book are cut wrong, the boxes, so I never got that fixed. Or I'd be using those too. Maybe one more peach. But all I have is a really skinny peach. I don't know how I feel about the really skinny ones. Wish I had like this size. What about if I look in the Colorful Boxes book, although I think that the outlines are going to be much thicker, so I might have to cut that down just to sort of match it. Because if you look at this, do you see how it's so much thicker? So why don't I just trim it? You can always do that. And it's going to be closer to that size. So I'm going to trim this down. Now it's as thin as that other one. That other one I didn't look at. It's the same size as that. That is funny. All right, hold up. Let me trim down maybe one of these. I don't know. All right, I might just use this. I think I'm just gonna use it. Okay, at least it sort of balances out the peach, right? Okay, so how about celebrating? Just like I said, just like a really delicate, thin cursive. Just sort of fancy. I have to look at my other currently pages because I always sort of forget the prompts that I like to use. So let me look back at some of these other ones. Here's August. How about listening? Okay, and I'm trying to think if I'm watching anything right now. Let me see what other ones that I have done. Watching, drinking, eating, loving, feeling, hoping. How about feeling? I don't know how I'm feeling yet, but we'll come back to these. How about loving? Hoping? And oh, I should have done reading there. I'll do reading here, even though there's not a lot of room to write. Okay. So those look really cute. I like them a lot. And now up here, let's think about monthly goals here. I'm only gonna have a couple because I have one monthly goal that is like really important to me and I wanna really focus on that. So I think I might like decorate a little bit and just take a box sticker and use it for that monthly goal. I'll probably have like maybe 2 monthly goals. I don't wanna overdo it. Maybe I use one of those. Those seem too fancy though. I'm in love with this page. I'm just telling you that right now. I love it so much already. I'm like crazy about it. Let's look in the Modern Farmhouse sticker book. I hope that after I do this, I'll still be just as crazy about it. Like, I love it so much. It's one of my favorite currently pages ever, I think, so far. I could do a couple circles for goals, but I don't know how I feel about that because there's this big circle down here and I don't know if that's gonna jive with that. So let me just look and see what else is here. Could do this. Or this one. I feel like that's too big and too kind of busy. I was looking at this and I think that that might be good for balancing that black at the bottom here. Let's do that. I'll put this one here and then I will cover that notch with something. To find something to cover that notch with, and then maybe I'll take one of these. Does that look crooked to you? Like, it's so slight. Do you see? It is so slight. And a normal person would just be like, yeah, it's fine. But a psycho, I'm just kidding. I'm not a psycho, but like, jeez. Why am I like that? That's better. That makes me feel better. So I thought about this one, but I feel like that's too much peach. I like this little bit, but too much is not good. Or this one. Too much of that sketchiness. let's keep looking here. Let me look at these too. Let me cut this and just look at this for a minute. I think that would be okay. I think that's okay. All right. And now down here, I could leave it white, but I'm extra. So I'm gonna put something there. And I thought about like just not like something colored, just a gentle little quote. Something very gentle, like these maybe. Like maybe this, be present in all things, which is actually a really good goal to have. Let's put that here. Okay. That is cute, people. So cute. All right. So, celebrating. I guess, like I said, I was going to write in cursive, but since I wrote in cursive up here, I think I'm going to write like in caps here. Or just maybe regular writing and not caps. So, I'm celebrating my birthday this month. I'm going to do caps. "53 years old." So yeah, there's that. And the first day of fall, but I think I'll just leave it my birthday. Listening. I've been listening to a podcast. I've been like binging this podcast. What's it called? Morbid. If you guys like true crime, check out Morbid podcast. I was listening to that other true crime podcast with those two girls. What was that called? My Favorite Murder, and I like that too, but I've been binging Morbid. It's really good. It's just as good in my opinion as My Favorite Murder, so I'm gonna so check that out if you like true crime. I really like the two girls that put that on. I'll put podcast here so people understand what that is. Feeling. I'm feeling overwhelmed, but I'm trying to get past that. Overwhelm is a feeling I have tended to have my entire life. Like, it's not anything new for me. It's something that it's always been there, but with this business growing and doing new things and it's been a little bit overwhelming and busy, and I sometimes have a lot of anxiety about it, but I'm trying to let go of that, and I'm going to write something about but trying to let go. Because I know I pretty much have been writing this every month. So let it go. Yeah, I get very overwhelmed very easily, and I don't know, I've always been that way. I don't know why. I don't know if it's my ADD. I don't know if it's anxiety related. I don't know what it is, but I tend to overthink. I tend to, if I have too much in my brain, I get upset. And when I have, like, I'm working for myself now, so there's a lot of things to keep track of, and my planners are helping, but like at the same time, I get stressed a lot, and I really need to work on that. So I'm going to work on that. Okay, I am loving, what am I loving? Life has been good lately. life has been good. I'm loving my relationship because it's going really well with Mike. And as you know, or don't know, for me, like, my life has been crazy. I'm a widow, and getting back into dating was so hard. And like, finding someone who I just really enjoy, like, I just have so much fun hanging out with him. And it's just, I don't know. Like, it just kind of took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it. And it's going well. It's going really well. So I'm thankful for that. Hoping that they'll find a vaccine. I know they're working on a vaccine, or I haven't looked at the news lately. I'm sure they have one in the works, but it's not available yet. So hoping we get a vaccine and get back to normal. I think everyone's hoping that. I would love to be able to see my parents and hug them and have dinner with them and be close without worrying about COVID. That would be nice. Okay, I'm reading a Colleen Hoover book. What the heck is the name of that book that I'm reading? I have to check. Hang on. Oh wait, I started checking and I realized I wanted to, instead of that, I am reading that, but I just started it. What I want to put here is Plan a Happy Life by Stephanie Fleming. Because by the time September rolls around, I will have that book in my hands and I'll be reading that. If you haven't checked that out yet, go pick that up. I'm gonna put, oh, I wanted to cover that with something. I'm gonna put up here and start of fall because I like the way the box looks filled up. I know that's crazy. But I am celebrating the start of fall. Okay. Let's find something to cover that corner there. Maybe there's something in this little sticker book. In this sticker book. Some little icons. I could use one of these to-dos, but let's see what else is here. There's those little cute circles, but they're kind of big. Keep that in mind though. How about a heart? Okay. Now, my monthly goals. So one of my goals this month, if you saw my video in the beginning of the year on my self-care challenge for 2020, I had a goal for each month. I fell off a little bit, I will be honest. Quarantine kind of messed me up. I did pretty well for January, February. March hit, it was like, wait, no sugar, but we're in quarantine. And like, it worked for a couple weeks and then it was like, nope. April, I did meditate. I will admit I did not do it every day, but I made an effort. I made a little bit of an effort in May for water, but you know I'm bad at water. June, I did exercise almost every day. Like, it was pretty good. July, I did not walk every day, but I did exercise every day. So there's that. I did more walking than I usually do though. August, I failed. So September, here we are in September, and I'm going to clean my craft room every day. And that means, what that means not is like clean, but what that means is pick up my sticker books after I use them and put them away. It means putting my planners away. It means cleaning up my scraps because this room gets really, really messy. So for that, I am going to do my self-care challenge, which is, like I just said, and I'm going to continue in this really thin pen. Clean. Craft room. Daily. Okay, so that's that goal. And then my main goal for the month of September, and I know I've said this before, I've said it over and over again, but my main goal is to start working on special projects. My goal, my main goal for the rest of the year is to get something out to you guys. If not by December, then an announcement by December. That is my goal. I really, really want that to happen. So the only way I'm going to make it happen is if I put it in my planner and plan for it. So, so my goal for September, my main goal, I'm not going to make other goals because I just want to focus on this special project. And I'm not sure what that's going to be yet or what it's going to look like, but you will find out when I figure it out. Actually, Patreon people will be the first to find out. So they're my peeps. I mean, you guys are my peeps too, but Patreon people do find out stuff before the rest of the world. So I love this. Is there something missing up here? Do I need like another leaf? Let me just look. I feel like it's just, again, like I squint my eyes and it's like there's this space, but it's okay to have that too. So I don't know. But what if I threw one of these up here? Is that too much? I'm not sure if that was the right decision, but I think it's going to be cute no matter what. Let's not overthink it, which is what I always do. And you guys keep telling me, Mary Ellen, stop overthinking. I got news for you, you guys. That's never going to change. I am never, ever going to stop overthinking. Like I said, I'm turning 53 years old. You think I'm going to stop overthinking at this point? No. I don't think so. I think I'm set in my ways with that. Okay. Just cutting out this little hole here. Let me put this in my planner and see how it looks. I love it so much. And look, it matches. It matches my monthly. That's so exciting. I've never done that, and that's really cool. Look at this. Ah, I didn't. You guys are like, Mary Ellen, punch that out. Wait. How am I going to put it in there if I don't punch it out? I don't know. I'm in love. I am in love, 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 love. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Love all of you guys. See you in my next one. Bye.